Hello everyone, Jonathan Casey here with Mercury's Messenger Astrology, here to talk about February 11th, 2020. So today we have the moon who's moved into Libra, making an opposition to the Black Moon Lilith, Venus, and Chiron conjunction in Aries. We have Jupiter at 16 degrees in sextile to Neptune at 17 degrees. Jupiter in Capricorn, Neptune in Pisces, and we have Mars at the galactic center. So let's take a look at the chart and see what that's all about. Oops, that's not the chart. Let me. Oh, damn, my cursor froze. There we are. Okay, so here's the chart, and there we go. The moon in Libra, making that opposition to Black Moon Lilith, Venus, and Chiron in Aries. Now, Venus has moved rather quick. She's all the way at 5 degrees now. The conjunction was more around 2 degrees Aries, which was taking place basically at the full moon 2 days ago. The moon is involved, so this energy is being triggered. It's very active. I just wanted to mention I do have the chart set at just before midnight here at Sudbury, Ontario time, on the 11th. So to me, this energy is about balancing, merging the two polarities of the feminine energy, bringing it to heal, and Libra being about balance, about harmony. So creating the balance between these energies, feeling it out. The moon being a very feminine type of energy as well, intuitive, and it is making a square to Mars at the galactic center. So Mars acting, creating some action of centering ourselves again, coming back to the middle of things, finding the balance and harmony kind of energies. We also have Jupiter making a sextile to Neptune. I've done this video a few times and I keep stopping once I get here because I had a difficult time with this energy last year. I really felt like great things were coming, and then Saturn went retrograde, scared the bejesus out of me. I feel like I have some heavy baggage, some heavy karma that between the dreaming that Neptune and Jupiter was bringing me to then having this shock of reality. I'm still shaken by it. I feel like really it was kind of almost like the fear of God brought into me. However, I feel like I'm a little lost due to this still. And I feel like that was because there was a series. I was going down a rabbit hole, so to say, in a good way. I felt, and then I stopped following the path due to the shift of direction that I felt Saturn brought into the picture. It brought me back to something that I had tried, that I kind of was trying to just let go of, to put it in the past, to hope that if it was meant to be, or if it was true, it would come back to light on its own. However, I really feel like that energy sabotaged any kind of hope, uh, any kind of dream, second chance that I had um, to move forward. So I don't know, I didn't really want to bring bummer energy into this video, but that's how I feel. I'm having a hard time actually with believing, with wanting to pursue astrology, with wanting to uh, feed into any kind of hope or uh, anything like that, because I feel like I've just too many times um, have just been hit with complete disappointment and devastation, um, that I don't even want to, you know I hate to say it, I don't even really want to make the effort anymore. um, I just feel like too heavy of uh, it's too heavy to be hit by disappointment um, when I just feel like I've been, oh boy, I feel like I have to explain myself due to rambling about this. I feel like 15 years ago I had a son with a woman who never disclosed this information to me. She kept it secret. Um, at the time, I was very innocent in regards to having. I've never put myself out there to anyone, opened my heart up to anyone, and I did, and I feel a very reserved. I'm reserved. I don't just give my heart to anyone. I did to her, and I feel like she kind of just threw it away, took me for granted, um, which put me in fear, confusion, devastation, and I lashed out, which only distanced her from me. And this is largely the cause of her not disclosing that she was pregnant. At first, she didn't even know herself. I'm convinced of that. But by the time she did find out, uh, the the breakup had escalated to a point where she wanted nothing to do with me anymore. 6 months later, after I had come to my senses and let it go for a while, I showed up at her door, and that's when she said to me she was pregnant, but she also said she was engaged, which I'm convinced was a lie. She showed me a wedding ring, but I am not a fool. The wedding ring was a gift from her grandma, um, that she had even when I was dating her. I remember she thought she lost it, and I dug through the garbage trying to find it, as she had moved due to school, for school. Um, so yeah, she thought she lost it in the garbage at the apartment she was leaving. Anyhow, she called the cops, and I basically never pursued her again, even though I had felt that now I was possibly the father. I found pictures years later of the child, both a toddler and approximately a 7-year old. My parents gave me my baby books, and I found pictures where I was posed at basically the same angles at those same ages. And the only reason you could tell that it was a different kid was because of the quality of the picture. Besides that, the child looked the same, me as a child and this child as a child. In 2015, I ran into her at a festival. Um, we the energies of the time, I was actually going through an astrology course at that time, and the energies were of that weekend were of speaking from the heart, and so that's what that weekend was about. We are on a better note. However, um, she still denied the fact that he was, or the possibility that he was my son, and she remained to uh, say that just because we've come um, to better terms here, that that doesn't give me the permission to just start contacting her again. Um, and anyhow, so I put the faith in that she will see that I'm not this person that she made me out to be, that I was just hurt, um, and that I felt like her attitude would change, and that not that she cares about me, I felt that she'd care about the child, and because I kind of feel like the child will grow up lost, not knowing who he really is if he doesn't know his father. Um, and I kind of feel I don't even really want to talk about what I feel Saturn told me. uh, Scary stuff, you know, like um, for some reason the what I felt Saturn told me was very scary stuff, like what's been going on in the churches could very possibly happen um, to my offspring, which, you know, is borderline madness kind of energy to have to deal with. And um, how do you how do you approach this subject to a very skeptical um, woman on the ideas of I feel like she somewhat uh, believes in, or that she does believe in that. It's just when I if I were to claim that I have these abilities, that's where I believe she would completely deny, and due to my own experience with her. Anyhow, I rambled on. This video, I was trying to avoid this conversation. However, I just when I see the Neptune Jupiter aspect, I just like I just feel, I don't know. I'm just reminded of last year. I'm reminded of how much hope, you know, it was the Leo full moon last year that really, like, I was doing really good, bettering my life, bettering my attitude. The Leo full moon came, uh, and and all of a sudden, I felt like angels now were in direct communication with me, and I just had so much hope and so much joy, and now I just feel like um, I already feel like my whole 2020 year is shot. I feel like I really screwed up on um, my my mental attitude uh, caused me to miss the opportunities that 2020 was bringing me. Therefore, I feel like this year is shot. I feel like I don't want to dream due to the things that happened last year. Um, I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm just where I'm living right now, I'm so grateful for the people that have taken me in. However, I'm living basically in a dungeon, and I'm living a very far distance from work. I just feel like there isn't really any work for me, that I'm just going more and more broke. Therefore, any savings that I do have, I won't have to enjoy my summer. I'll end up having to basically slave away all summer, and that is something I am not used to. I'm used to being a casual worker during July, August, September, working hard in May and June, just more than full time hours. Um, but you know, I feel like working full time hours in the summer, it will cause uh, Great Depression, and I'm already in a very depressed state of mind, feeling despair and hopeless kind of energy. Now, saying all this, I don't know why I have any subscribers, really. Like, why do you guys want to listen to me ramble about this? I feel like astrology is supposed to nurture hope. It's supposed to build uh, a strong, nurturing foundation of encouragement and moving towards growth. And here I am, just feeling the exact opposite energy of that. Um, but anyhow, it is what it is, and I thank you guys for watching my videos nonetheless. I notice that I am feeling more confident behind the camera, that I stutter a lot less, or I'm not doing the and whatnot. Uh, I'm saying that a lot less as well. I'm feeling more confident on the camera. That's for sure. That's a good thing, right? Um, so in a way, doing these videos is paying off in a sense like that. It's getting me talking, which living alone for the most part, I don't really talk all that much. So it's getting me sharpening my mind, um, keeping it moving, uh, utilizing it to interpret the charts, keeping the mind in shape and active, and that's probably pretty good. Mars in Sagittarius is kind of that energy exactly. They're keeping action in the mind kind of energy. So, um, anyhow, this video is, I believe, pretty long now. And I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys again tomorrow. Bye now.